This is your geography class, children, and our today's topic is types of scale. So, what is a scale? Children, we select an area for the survey, and after surveying that area, the same area is represented on a sheet of paper. So, the area is actually very big. It is always expressed in kilometers and meters. But the kilometers and meters or other units cannot be shown on a sheet of paper as it is impossible. So the units are converted into centimeters and millimeters, into smaller units, and that is called a ratio. Right? So what is a scale? The scale is a ratio of a distance between any 2 points on a map to the actual distance between the corresponding points on the ground. So we select 2 points on the ground, and those two same points are represented on a sheet of paper, and we take a ratio, and that is actually the scale of the map. So again I am reading, a scale is the ratio of distance between any 2 points on a map to the actual distance between the corresponding points on the ground, same 2 points on the ground. So we take three types of scales, or we use three types of scales on the map. First is called statement scale or the verbal scale. Second is graphical or the linear scale. And third is the representative fraction or RF scale. Let's take the first one, statement scale. In this method, the scale is stated in words. The scale of the topo sheet like G43S7 or G43S10 is drawn on a scale of 2 centimeters to 1 kilometer. So it is a statement that 2 centimeters on the map are equal to 1 kilometer on the ground. So the scale 2 centimeters to 1 kilometer implies that a distance of 2 centimeters between any 2 points on the map corresponds to a distance of 1 kilometer between the corresponding points on the ground. So on the ground it is in kilometers, but on the sheet of paper it is in centimeters. So if it is written that 2 centimeters to 1 kilometer means a distance between any 2 points, if it is 2 centimeters on the map, means it is 1 kilometer on the actual ground. Then second scale is graphical or linear scale. A graphical scale is represented by means of a straight line which is divided into equal parts, and the actual ground distance that the line represents is specified on the scale. The scale is divided into two sections. The primary sections are the major divisions and are marked to the right of the zero mark. The subdivisions of a primary division constitute the secondary divisions. The secondary divisions are marked to the left of the zero mark. I'll explain the same on the map. And the third type of scale is called the representative fraction, and here you have to learn the definition of representative fraction, only the definition of RF scale. In this type, the scale is represented in a form of a ratio of the map distance and the corresponding ground distance, right? The numerator, here you can see 1 upon 50,000. So 1 is the numerator and 50,000 is the denominator. So numerator represents the map distance. This one is the map distance, and the denominator means 50,000 represents the corresponding ground distance, right? So it can be written like 1 upon 50,000 or 1 is to 50,000, right? So 1 is to 50,000 means that 1 unit on the map corresponds to 50,000 units on the ground. Here the numerator is always expressed as 1. The unit of measurement of the numerator and denominator is same. As we have seen that in the statement scale, the units are different. On the ground it is 1 kilometer, on the sheet of paper on the map it is 2 centimeters. So units are different, somewhere it is kilometers and somewhere centimeters. But in the representative fraction scale, the unit is same. Thus, the scale is unit free, means any unit can be used or expressed, right? In various forms it can be expressed, it can be used by all throughout the world. So we can use any unit. Therefore, it is used throughout the world and thus it is called the universal scale or international scale. Right? So if you get a question, which is universally accepted scale, you will say representative fraction scale or RF scale. Right? So RF is equal to distance on the map and the distance on the ground in the same unit. Right? Okay. So here you can see a map. I think it's clear. In this map, this is an extract of the survey map of India or topo sheet. And children, below each map, you get all 3 types of scales. Here you can see in the circle, it is written 2 centimeters to 1 kilometer. This is your statement scale. Means it is shown in the form of a statement that 2 centimeters on the map are equal to 1 kilometer on the ground. Then here is your RF scale. 1 is to 50,000. Generally it is asked what is the RF scale of the given map. You will say 1 is to 50,000. Sometimes it is asked what is meant by the number 1 is to 50,000 written below the map. So you will say this is RF scale of the map. It means 1 unit on the map is equal to 50,000 units on the ground. Right? Any unit can be used. And here you can see a straight line. Towards right side of 0, we are getting the major divisions. This is 1 kilometer, then this is next, and up to 7 kilometers, the divisions have been shown here. But the first part means the left side of the 0 is divided in meters, right? 1 kilometer has 1000 meters, so you are getting the smaller units like 100 meters, 200 meters, 300 meters, 400, 500 up to 1000 meters. So it is this linear scale is used to measure the distances between 2 points. Okay, so these are the 3 types of scales. This is a statement scale, 2 centimeters to 1 kilometer. This is RF scale, 1 is to 50,000. And this is linear scale. So that's all for today.